In every communication network, there's a recurring mathematical structure that governs the flow of information. It's called a power law distribution. In simple terms, a power law means that a small number of nodes in the network accumulate the majority of connections, while the rest have far fewer. For example, in a social network, a few individuals have millions of followers, while most people connect with just a handful. This isn't random. It's a natural outcome of how networks grow. When a new node joins, it tends to connect to nodes that are already well connected, a phenomenon called preferential attachment. Power laws shape the way information spreads. In the era of the printing press, centralized publishers became the dominant hubs. In the telegraph era, cities became the nodes through which news flowed. And in the internet era, platforms like Google and Facebook dominate the distribution of ideas. These hubs don't just arise, they emerge. Power laws are a result of self-organizing systems, where a few nodes become disproportionately influential, while the rest form the long tail of the distribution. But communication networks aren't flat, they are layered. Overlay networks exist on top of the raw connections. These include cultural, economic, and algorithmic layers that direct the flow of information. For example, search engines prioritize certain nodes in the graph. Social media platforms amplify specific types of content. And cultural norms dictate which ideas are acceptable to share. Each of these overlays redistributes power within the network, sometimes reinforcing the hubs, other times creating new ones. The mathematical implications are profound. Power laws mean that influence scales non-linearly. Adding a single new connection to a well-connected node has far more impact than connecting two less central nodes. This also means inequality is baked into the system. No matter how decentralized a network appears, the majority of influence will always concentrate in the hands of a few hubs. Why does this matter? Because these patterns don't just determine who gets heard. They determine what gets remembered. And as new communication technologies emerge, the shape of the power law shifts. But the fundamental rule remains: the few dominate the many. By understanding the mathematics of power laws, we can begin to see the hidden structures behind the flow of information, and how these structures shape the world we live in.